Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Well, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay.
Welcome back to the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training Podcast, where we talk only about dog training because that's what we love doing. We really do love working with dogs. And we're talking today about the cost of Tulsa dog training cost. What does it cost to train a dog right here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area? There's a lot of great companies that will teach you board and training. They provide board and training services for dogs. There's a lot of companies that will provide you training on how to do an off-leash dog training. There's many companies that claim to be the best dog training service provided in Tulsa. But at the end of the day, what does it cost? What should it cost to professionally train a dog, regardless of the dog's breed? I mean, what should it cost to train an aggressive dog? A lot of people are online searching for dog training, and they're going, I don't know what's even a range. What's reasonable? How long should it take? So we really want to hone in today on how long it should take to train a dog and what are the pricing options that exist for dog training. So on today's show, we're joined by JT Lawson of Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa. JT, welcome back onto the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing phenomenal. How are you, sir?
I'm fired up to be here with you. And I got to ask you this here. People are, looking right now for dog training Tulsa and the search results, and they're just not even really clear about how much it should cost and how long it should take. So let's start with that. How long should it take to train a dog, and how long should it take?
Yeah, so it really shouldn't take as long as most of these programs do. So there's a lot of programs where it's like 15 lessons, or it takes months, or I've even had some that takes like 6 months to a year. There's been some that are really long that I've seen these other programs. With us, we fix 98% issues in about 1 to 3 weeks. So that's as long as it could possibly take with us is about 1 to 3 weeks, and then you'll be done. And then also we have group class after that to where you can learn forever. So we want to be there for you for the rest of your dog's life.
Now, what I hear is in the dog training industry, a lot of dog trainers will intentionally make the dog training process take a long time to justify big costs. So the theory is tell the customer that it's going to take 4 weeks to train the dog. Therefore, you could charge the customer 4 times as much because the customer feels as though you're spending more time training the dog. Versus your approach is to get the dog trained as fast as possible. Can you contrast those two different philosophies?
Yeah, so with us, we value results over time. So what's the point of having a dog go away for 6 months, even though like 6 months sounds very like immersive and like you're going to be working on a ton. However, there's been a lot of places where the dog goes away for 6 months and then comes back and it's absolutely the exact same. So with us, anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, and at the end, your dog's going to be completely trained because we value results, not time. So we're not going to draw it out or keep dogs longer than necessary just to charge more. We want to get your dog back to you as soon as possible. Because we don't want to draw it out just to make more money. It doesn't make sense to us.
What's the advantage of hiring a Tulsa dog trainer like yourself to train a dog as opposed to somebody out there training their own dog?
Yeah, so with us, you don't have to – it's kind of like when I first started learning about nutrition. It was like the more I started learning, the more I felt like I didn't know. Because it was like, well, you can do this diet. Well, actually, diets are bad. Well, you should eat meat. Well, you can't eat processed meat, but you can't eat this meat, but not meat that's the cow has to not have certain injections, and it's just a whole thing. So with the dog training, it's the same way where they're like, hey, train a dog with this, but you can't do this. But well, unless it's this circumstance, you can do this, and then you go find a different YouTube channel and go to YouTube University, and then you're like, oh, this is now they're saying something completely opposite, and it's just a whole minefield of information. And what we've done is we've looked at all the different training styles, and we've come up with what we believe to be the best training for not only you but your dog. So we want to have the fairest learning environment for your dog as possible. So that's why it's better to train with us or train with a trainer versus just doing it yourself, because we've already been through all that, and we're going to answer all the questions you have, and we're going to be there with you the whole process.
Now, this idea of finding a dog trainer near me in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think a lot of people want to know, is a dog boot camp a good idea? Is a Tulsa dog boot camp a good idea? What are your thoughts on that? Is it a good idea to take your dog to a Tulsa dog boot camp as opposed to maybe having your dog trained one lesson at a time?
Yeah, so either way with us, we offer both. You're going to get really good results. It's just if you do the one-on-one lessons where the trainer's kind of training half dog, half human, we're going to be training you kind of to train your dog. So you're going to have more homework, which is great. Some people like that, and it'll take a little longer. Where a boarding school where you send your dog to us, you don't have any homework, and it's typically faster. So boarding schools are a really good idea.
Now, if I go to the website, makeyourdogepic.com, again, makeyourdogepic.com, I go there, and maybe I'm not familiar with all the services that you provide. Could you walk us through the various dog training services that you provide at Make Your Dog Epic?
Yeah, so we offer the dog boarding school. We offer potty training. We do the one-on-one dog training. We work with aggression and anxiety dog training. So if your dog's anxious or aggressive, we work with that. And then we have group class training as well. And group class is free, and it's included for life, no matter what you do. So whether you do the aggression dog training, the one-on-one training, the potty training, the boarding school, no matter what you do, the group class is free forever.
Now, a lot of people they say, I want to get my dog trained because the dog won't stop leash pulling. It won't come when I say for it to come. It won't stop jumping. It won't stop being aggressive. It won't stop barking. It won't stop urinating. It won't stop pooping. It won't stop chasing people. It won't stop chewing on furniture, eating furniture. However, you meet with people all day, every day that are looking to stop, the dogs from misbehaving. What are the most common issues that people are having with their dogs?
Yeah, so one of the most common issues that people have is jumping, licking, biting, growling, counter surfing, chewing up toys, chewing up furniture, chewing up power cords, knocking over grandma, barking at people when they walk through, barking at the mailman when they walk by, barking at sticks falling underground, just barking at any noise that they hear, humping other dogs, peeing on furniture, marking things, not coming when called, pulling on the leash, pulling people through RV parks, through Walmart. We've seen it happen. Just all sorts of training issues.
How often is it a problem that dogs are into crotch sniffing? How often is that a problem?
That's actually a problem more than you would think. Dogs don't understand social cues because they are not human. So they a lot of times think crotch sniffing is okay. So when you have people over, your dog is constantly sniffing their crotch, and it's a little awkward. So.
Little awkward. Okay, folks, if you want your dog to become better behaved, what you want to do is go to makeyourdogepic.com, makeyourdogepic.com. And that first lesson, folks, that first lesson is always just 50 cents. JT, tell us, what can our listeners expect to experience during that first lesson that is just 50 cents?
Yeah, so we're going to come out. We're going to either meet you at the park, or we're going to come to your house, and we're going to go over the different dog training options with you. We're going to learn more about your dog. We're going to tell you what it's going to take to get your specific dog to your specific goals. And we'll talk to you about the different training styles and methods where we fall. And then where we'll work with you, and then we'll find we'll make a tailored package specifically for your dog, and then we'll go from there.
Well, like we like to say here at the Make Your Dog Epic podcast, JT, we'll talk to you in 5 minutes. Is your dog and furry friend holding you hostage? Will your dog not stop pulling on its leash and eating your sausage? Who wrote that? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I actually wrote it, and wow, it rhymes. People dig it. Like a dog. You get it? Okay, so I'm just going to keep reading. Will your dog not stop jumping on you or pooping in your house like you're on the set of Jumanji or living in a zoo? It only took me 2 weeks to write that line while sitting at the base of a waterfall, while gazing upon my epic dog. The dog that once held me hostage was now my best friend. It's so good. The dog that would never listen was now all ears. It's so good. I just want to cry. Pull yourself together, man. And if you too want to transform your dog from a furry terrorist into your best friend, what you need to do is schedule your first lesson at MakeYourDogEpic.com, where your first lesson is always just 50 cents. And with the savings, you can use that to pay the rent. Again, your first lesson is always just 50 cents at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Wow. Stop the endless barking, reduce the aggressive behaviors, prevent dog jumping, stop your dog from chasing the elderly UPS driver as he attempts to deliver a package. Stop your dog from biting Pam, your yoga pants wearing neighbor, as she just attempts to speed walk in peace. Stop your dog from eating your wife's wedding dress and peeing in your closet on top of your Christmas gifts. Stop the madness at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Experience the revolutionary focus-based positive reinforcement training and methodology. Our goal is dog obedience, but never at the expense of dog personality. It's the same dog, but now it's all ears. Wow. Man, Carl, you are a talented vocal artist. Well, I can sense I can feel the passion. It's contagious. Well, my friend, I am passionate about the product. I once went 60 days without sleeping. Really? My wife's wedding dress got eaten, and my neighbor Pam was bitten by my dog, and oh man, my quality of life was at an all-time low. I actually didn't invite people over to my home for months because of the new dog, and I always smelled like urine. You do still smell a little bit like dog urine. Before I made my dog Epic, I was hostage, and that's where the passion comes from. You've got to believe in your product, and you've got to project from the diaphragm. The diaphragm. You've got to bend your knees. Bend the knees. Bend the knees. Drink ginger. Drink the ginger. You've got to ingest apple cider vinegar. Apple cider, I can do. And with a dog bone, you want to chew on the dog bone before the hard pass. Not going to recording so that you can emulate the dog, and you should listen to Atomic Dog. I can do that. But you're not a dog. But you want to just chew on the bone. Get the oversized bone, not the regular size bone. Hard pass. Not gonna chew on the bone.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog. It's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on MakeYourDogEpic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents. Which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, or we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.